welcome back to my film and TV channel. And today we've got an Origins film. Yes, we've already had one of these, and I've missed it somewhere on the line, but we'll chat about that. We're going to look at something called Pearl. Yes, a nice, pleasant name for quite an unpleasant film in a good way. Please, if you are new to the channel, please push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. I try and inform and I try and entertain as well as we do our little movie reviews, TV drama reviews, information blogs, lots of different stuff on the site. So please, if you can join me, that'd be tremendous. Or know someone who might be interested as well. And I do vlogs on my football team, Manchester City, as well. So anyone you might be interested in that, if you're not yourself, please point them in my direction. And please, guys, if you give us a little thumbs up, comments are very welcome. Of course, yeah, well, give us a little thumbs up if you like it, and make an old film watcher very happy. Yes, Pearl, also subtitled An Extraordinary Origin Story. Yes, we'll more on that in a moment. They're being clever there. Excuse me. 18 certificate, 103 minutes, a psychological slasher film directed by Ty West and co-written by West and Mia Goth, who stars in this. She reprises her role as the title character. I'll say reprises because, as I said, this is an Origins film. There's already been a film out linked to this, and I missed it somewhere on the line, so I'm a bit disappointed, but we're talking about this one today. This also stars David Corenswet, Tandy Wright, Matthew Sunderland, and Emma Jenkins-Perot. The general public like it, yeah. Rotten Tomatoes audience, 4 out of 5. That's 8 out of 10. 82% positivity, we'll take that one. Internet Movie Database, again, very, very good. 7.6 out of 10 it's averaging. That's based on 3,415 scores and reviews. 2,502 people scored it between 6 and 9. And just 233, so less than 10%, 9% in fact, scored it between 2 and 5. So a 91% positivity is how I work that one out. So that's all well and good. And what's it about? Well, it's another chapter from the twisted world of X. Yes, I think X came out earlier in the year, and this is the one I missed somewhere along the line. I'm sad I missed it now based on what I've seen with this one. And it goes on to say, this their words, not mine, in this astonishing follow-up. Okay, well, I can't say that because I've not seen the original. To the year's most acclaimed horror film, as I said, I've not seen it. Trapped on her family's isolated farm, Pearl must tend to her ailing father under the bitter and overbearing watch of her devout mother. Lusting for a glamorous life like she's seen in the movies, Pearl finds her ambitions, temptations, and repressions all colliding in this stunning Technicolor-inspired origin story of X's iconic villain. This was released in theatres on September the 16th, 2022 by A24, who, yeah, do some okay stuff. They do some that miss the mark, but they do some good stuff as well. And there's homages in this. Some of the critics have said, and I can't disagree with this, to films from the golden age of Hollywood, particularly stuff like The Wizard of Oz, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Mary Poppins. There you go. And I think if you look at those 3 titles, and I think you get the gist of what this sort of film gives you. Very quirky, and I do like quirky. And another in the series, sequel to X, is going to come apparently as well, titled Maxine is in production, and all well and good based on certainly this one. As I said, I'm going to have to go back and watch the original, of course. The critics, Rotten Tomatoes, yeah, just as popular as with the Rotten Tomatoes audience. Well, almost. 112 reviews, an average rating of 7.6 out of 10. So a massive 105 fresh and just 119 reviews, 105 fresh and 14 rotten. Fresh is Robbie Collin from the Daily Telegraph here in the UK. He said, in her first outright lead role, Goff is straightforwardly tremendous and gets to move through the considerable breadth of her talent, even within individual shots. I must admit, she is a very big part of why this film works. Probably would have worked with another good actress as well, but for me, she's part and parcel of why it works in this one. Peter Bradshaw, he's positive as well. He's from The Guardian here in the UK. He said, perhaps I shouldn't have enjoyed Pearl as much as I did, but it's clever, limber, gruesome, and brutally well acted. A gem. Nothing to be ashamed of at all there, Peter. Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Nothing to be ashamed of at all. Nothing wrong with a good horror film that obviously with a character that you're meant to dislike, but you sort of don't that much. But more of that in a minute. Not so fresh though is Little White Lies is Hannah Strong. Yeah, she didn't like it. She was rotten on this. She said those who found something to like in the strangely sex negative X, as I said, I can't pass judgment, not seen it, might get something out of this. Or you could just watch an actually good film about ambition and obsession. Yeah, I know, but we're talking horror here, Hannah. We're talking basic horror stuff. I mean, you can get all deep and whatever happened to Baby Jane sort of standards. This isn't there. This is just a total slasher movie rather than a psychological thriller stroke horror. So, yeah, but it was chalk and cheese, really. The site's consensus Pearl finds Ty West squeezing fresh gore out of the world he created with X, and once again benefiting from a brilliant Mia Goth performance. Echo that, I can't say anything different. Metacritic, the other critic site we'll look at, an average of 73 out of 100, so still very good. That's based on 29 critics. And it scored anywhere between a lowly 58, but that was the lowest 58, and 100 out of 100 out of 100. I don't believe them, but hey, this probably comes close in a way. Well, yeah, I think there's 58. I think the net scores are up in the 60s, 70s after that. IndieWire's Kate Erbel, and she was the lowest. She gave it 58. She said, it's an impressive feat of filmmaking, but one that reveals nothing new. A major misstep for a film seemingly dedicated to doing just that. I disagree. I think it is new and quirky. Nothing's new in films these days, but as far as a breath of fresh air from a production value, from a presentation point of view, I think Kate's a little bit wrong there. Total Films, James Motcherby give it 80. He said, clever, violent, and wicked with a fabulously unhinged turn from goth. West's period psycho tale truly does have the X factor. See what he did there? Yeah, I am going to have to just keep saying it. I'll have to go back and watch this X, of course. I think that's set in more modern times, obviously going back in time to what happened with this. Right, so my scores, guys, as you can see or tell from what I've already said, I like this. I really liked it. And I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I was very impressed. A lot of people are saying this, of the two films, X and Pill, a lot of people that I've read, that have commented, have said this is better. Not just as good, but better. So I might be disappointed with X when I go back and watch that. And I really like this. As I said, it's an origin story, so you don't need to know anything about X because this goes back in time. So it's perfectly watchable on its own. You don't have to do that. So based on the fact that X may get a lower score than this, watch X first. If you enjoy that, watch this, and then hopefully you'll be overly impressed. Nothing too deep in the plot, of course there isn't. It's just the actual way it's executed. Simple by the numbers slasher movie. You know, you more or less know what's going to happen from quite early in the film, how the things progress. But yeah, it's just the central character of Goth is irresistible, really, very investable in a very dark way. Just in a very dark way. Yes, as I say, I like to invest in characters, and I did invest in the lead character, which is not often you totally, unless it's a franchise and you get to know a character like Freddy or Jason. Some people can quite grow right fond of that character, but in a one-off thing like this, which is as I watched it, it is rare, but totally sold by Goth there to be someone. I'm not saying I liked her, but I was fully invested in her. Great to look at. Presentation, great acting talent, as well as Goth, some good backup talent as well. Possibly the best dark film I've watched so far this year, and we're getting towards the end of September now. So obviously, without looking back at all my past reviews as horrors, there may be one or two there, but it certainly stands out. And now to go and watch X. So let me know what you think, guys. I was suitably impressed with this one. Very quirky, horrific, but I'll say good fun and entertaining. And I enjoyed it as entertainment as a horror film. And there's too many I don't say that about. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. Please, until we meet again, please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching.